Hello everyone again. So in this video I will talk about the logical statement and output commands in MATLAB. First I will talk about the if logical statement and then output commands of fprintf and the display. For this one I will use the example that we have covered for the dynamic tests. I'll just copy and paste some parts of it here, and so I will take the polyfit and the trend line equation. So we have the same example. Now if I run it, I will have the load of the trend line. You can see the values here and then the polyfit. So I will just make a slight change for this one. I'll make a comment here and then I will say that for that is x values from 0 to 0 0.1, 0 0.15, then calculate the load trend line this way. So a1 multiplied with x squared plus a2 multiplied with x plus a3. So what I am telling is that from x0 to 0.15 calculate this equation. So what it will do, first it will take the 0 and then put the 0 here and then 0 0 and then calculate this one. Then it will take the x 0.1 and then again 0.2, 0.3, and here there is no need for the, let me just add this one, no need for element wise. So here the for loop takes one element at once, therefore we don't need to apply the element wise multiplication for this one. So let me just run it. You can see that the code works. So now I will use the if logical statement here. I will say that if the load trend line is less than or equal to 185, okay, and then display on the screen that the load is safe for the head. Else, let me just, okay, sorry, then else display the load is dangerous. Okay, let's see. One end, sorry, I did not put the end for this one. So we should have two ends. One is for the if, the other one is for the for loop. So for each loop it will, so let me just run the code again. So it will calculate the equation. If the load trend line value here is less than 185 or equal to, it will display on the screen that the load is safe. Otherwise it will display on the screen that the load is dangerous. Let's run it. So you can see now load the value, the load is safe for the head. You can see the values and the load safe for the head, and whenever it reaches the 185 and greater, it says that load is dangerous and that the load is dangerous and the load is dangerous and the load is dangerous. You can see this is how the display command works. And for display command you just need to one input. So let me add it. This one is very important. Display only takes one argument at once. So you can write only one thing here at once. Now let's look at the if printf, the second one. I will add a new section here. Let me take all this stuff again, copy it and then paste it here and then delete this f display part and then display part. So now I will go with the fprintf. So again fprintf, it is very similar to disp, but it has more capabilities. So let's see how it works. For this one, we will just use the same, but I will say that fprintf on the screen, okay, and then you will just say that the load is dangerous. Similarly for this one, first I will show how it works similar to, safe, how it works similar to display, and then I will make a slight change in it, and you can see how it is better than display. Okay, so you can see it works as same as the display, but now it has one advantage over display. That advantage is that you can add more fun properties to it. Let me show you. So here I will say that load is safe for this, so plus g value of load trend line. Okay, and then I will do the similar thing here, and then I will explain what it means. Here it means that this one, the %g, is placeholder for a number. Okay, so what it means is that I should insert a number here. The number will be, let me just add, and then load trend line. Similarly here, load trend line. So what it says that fprintf, the load is safe for this, the value placeholder. That placeholder is taken by this load trend line. So it will take the trend line value here, and it will say that for this trend line value, the load is safe, otherwise dangerous. Let me run it again. Let me put semicolon here and run. So you can see that load is safe for this 100 value of the load trend line. Load is safe for this value of trend line. So, but it's not neat, as you can see that it is back to back and there is no space here, etc. Let's correct that one as well. So for here, I will just add a tab, and then here as well, I will add a tab. So let's run it again. So you can see that now it adds a tab and it writes in a good way. But better is that not the tab, let's add it to a new line. So go to new line for each statement. So when you finish this statement, you can see, go to new line and then add the new statement. So let me just run it. You can see it moves to new statement. So load is safe for this 180 value of the load trend line. So this one is just this one, placeholder, and then you have to specify the placeholder after the quotations. You can see you have to specify it. Load is safe for this value, load is safe for this value, and load is dangerous. As soon as it becomes dangerous, it replaces the word with the dangerous. Okay, this is how the fprintf works in MATLAB. So you will do the similar example for your homework. So make sure that you understand, you can solve similar problems, and then also make sure that you can work with the sections. So you can make two sections. So section 1, you run the section, or you just press the Control Enter. Section 2, you run it, and you press for the Control Enter. This is how it works for the next part of the MATLAB. Thank you.